parked and the guy just like yelled near my van, and it's time to leave.
Was fucked, and it was everything.
Morning, guys. So I am at a campsite right now, full hookups and all that good stuff. I'm about to make some like coffee. I kind of replaced coffee with this organic cocoa. It's got mushroom powder and like maca and all that good stuff in there, and some superfood creamer. I've been drinking this for like 3 weeks now, and it's really been, I don't know, helping me out with like morning stuff, getting up and getting active. But if you guys are new here, my name's Teo, and I travel full-time in my self-converted 2001 Ford E250 with my cat Lars, and I am currently in Santa Barbara County at a campsite. This morning I need to clean up. There's a dumpster right across the way, so perfectly placed. I'm gonna make some coffee, and then we are going to get started with our day. Today's gonna be like probably like a more chill, boring, clean day. I really need to clean the van. It's a mess. I don't even want to show you, but I probably will later. But I also need to do laundry, maybe get some groceries, and yeah. So it's gonna be kind of a day in the life, slice of life kind of day. More like a realistic van life day. I've been trying to do a lot more active stuff. Today's gonna be just like a what most van lifers are up to most days. So follow me along with this. By the way, if you guys enjoy this content on this channel and want to see more of me, I post 1 to 2 times a week on my second channel called Tales Culinary Universe, where I do food content. I'm cooking, doing food rankings, all that kind of stuff. More stuff to come. Also, starting next week, weekly, I will be posting on my Patreon and my YouTube membership. So if you want to see some extra content on there, you can go down to the link, see my second channel and my Patreon and all that other stuff as well. Well, yeah, let's get to this coffee. Coffee substitute. I also ran out of water, so we gotta stock back up on that today. I think there's actually water in this campsite, so that'll probably be easy.
a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible. Less bowel movements and abdominal pain in 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year.
What's my purpose, homie?
Your shirt says original birth.
Printing mistake. Collector's item. You know, I'm trying really hard to be on board with all of this new shit, cousin. I'm reading all out. I'm trying to learn about who am I to my history, as much as I'm betrayed. And he's got this group of friends that he's had since he's a little kid. And one day, out of the blue, boom, they drop his ass. They just cut that motherfucker off.
Why did they do that?
He's got no purpose. You know, 45, been here a long time.
just right. How you keep make me falling in love? It's just not fair. Just wanna see ya. Must be Santa Maria.
All right, so as you can see, it is an absolute mess. I have all my stuff over here, my guitar, dirty clothes, dirty sheets, all that. I need to figure this all out, get it cleaned up. I'm gonna show you guys how I take my laundry to the laundromat. A few people in the past have said that it's like a inventive way to bring your stuff. I don't use a laundry bag or anything like that. I'll show you how I do that. I gotta clean all this stuff first. Luckily, they had detergent in the laundromat because I am fresh out. So let's get this all together and get our laundry done. All right, so here's how I get all my laundry. Put them all on the blanket, unfold the sides. And that's our laundry bag. I just realized most of my shirts are black shirts. I did not realize that till I was washing them, and I was like, I don't actually need to separate these. I think I get black shirts so much because they're just easier to deal with. They don't get dirty as fast. Yeah, they're just easier. By the way, if you're noticing that I'm not folding well, sorry. I'm not a great folder. Fun fact about me, I used to work at Spencer's Gifts. Well, I worked at Spencer's Gifts for 4 hours, one shift. I got a job there a few years ago, and my first shift was 4 hours. I spent the entire time folding shirts, and then I just left because my shift was over. And I think we mutually knew that, like, I shouldn't work there because I never called them back and they never reached back out to me. So I think we mutually were like, this isn't gonna work. That's actually the last job that I had before I moved into my van full time. So shout out to them never calling me back, you know? That was probably the little jump that I needed to like try doing this full time. If you guys are more new here, December of this year, December 18th, I believe, will make 3 years since I've been living in my van, which is kind of incredible. Kind of incredible. In fact, it's very incredible. Not to get too sappy or anything, but before I was doing this, I was working in LA in the music industry. I realized I didn't like it. I realized it wasn't for me, which led to a full identity crisis because my entire life I've known that I wanted to pursue music. So here I am at like 20 something, realizing that I no longer wanted to do music as a career. And I really was in a rough spot. Like I didn't know what to do with my life anymore. And luckily, this community embraced me and found me. I don't know where I would be without van life. I truly don't. I have no idea how my life could have played out any other way. And I'm glad I don't have to figure that out. At least not right now. So yeah, it really means a lot that you guys watch my videos, that you guys comment, say hi, all that stuff. Sometimes I get really negative comments, and those are okay too. People have bad days, and they take them out on other people, but I wake up every morning and I think about what could have been, and then I continue my day with what is, and I love what is. So thank you guys for making my life incredible. I'm gonna finish putting everything up, and then I think there's a vegetarian place pretty close by here. I think we'll go get some lunch before we hit the road. So see you in a bit.
Rolling in the tiger grass, and the 17. Oh, the telephone, the TV, when my horse is kicking in. Sun.
Is that a cat? No, that's a dog. Okay. Thought we found you a friend, Bubby. All right, so I am at Planet Fitness. It's almost 7 p.m. By the time I get out, I'm sure it'll be dark. But yeah, Planet Fitness, cool place to go when you are looking to kill time or you need to take a shower. I've had my membership now for 2 years. I don't go to Planet Fitness like extremely often, but I feel like it's still worth the subscription, because there's been times where like in a pinch I've really needed to like get to a Planet Fitness, and honestly they're all over. They're always worth going to. So when you really need a shower, or you really need to work out, or if you just need like water to like refill your like water jug or something like that, Planet Fitness is there for you. So yeah, I'm going to go in, hit the treadmill a little bit, do some weights. By the way, I'm specifically doing this video because people ask me from time to time like what a normal day of van life looks like, because of course as a content creator on YouTube, there's a pressure for us to like try to make every episode exciting and stuff like that. Like, there's times for sure that I've gone to like a hike that I didn't really feel up for doing, or I've like gone out of my way to go see this view that like I've seen before, but I really want to get it for the content. There's so many times that I've done that. So I really want to just do a video where I'm not doing anything to zhuzh up what my daily life looks like. This is honestly what my normal life looks like day to day. I'm usually just in the van chilling with Lars. People think that I'm doing something like extra special or something. My day-to-day life, especially this year, has literally been driving around, going to the gym, taking a shower, coming back, finding somewhere to park, playing with Lars, making something quick to eat, and then going to bed, and then rinse, wash, repeat. Like, I do my activities, I do my schooling and stuff like that. This is just what a normal, average travel day looks like for me. All right, so I am at the Loves. I walked inside to ask if I was allowed to stay. The lady told me that I had to write my information down and be out at 7 a.m. So that's a first at a Loves. Usually they just either say yes or no. Usually yes. I've never had them have me write my information down and tell me I had to be out at a specific time, but that's okay. My phone died and I overslept, and the guy just like yelled near my van that overnight stay is over and it's time to leave. This feels like pretty militaristic. Did not expect that, but I also didn't mean to oversleep, so that's my bad. I think it's like 7 o'clock. Like 7:10, and he's right on it. All right, let's hit the road. Okay, so it is currently 7:16. The guy not knocked, but he yelled at my window at like 7:10. So we're making pretty good time to get out of here.
Well, everything around passes. Well, everything you know passes.
All right, so I started driving. I didn't know where I was going. I wasn't using my maps or anything. I started driving, and then I lost service. So I just been driving for a minute, and ended up in Big Sur. So I'm just trying to find like some coffee and maybe get some Wi-Fi so I can figure out where I'm going next. But so yeah, I'm seeing people walking out of this place behind me with coffee cups. So I think I'm gonna go get some coffee, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna do breakfast here, but I do want to find like a good spot to like just chill, straighten up the van, because things were falling all over while I was driving because I didn't get a chance this morning to put everything up. I've just been driving since we got woken up. So I need to find somewhere to like do all that, but I think I'm gonna get some coffee first. So let's go check out the inside.
Le digo exclusivamente para regar nomás las plantas.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. You can't have any, Bubby. All right, so I think I'm gonna try to get a spot near like the beach, like at least near like a cliff where I can see the beach, and like try to like have a peaceful breakfast this morning. don't think we're beating this view for breakfast, to be honest. Wow. So I've been carrying this around for, God, for a long time, for almost a year. But luckily, it doesn't expire until June 2054. This is my Mountain House breakfast skillet. Eggs with potatoes, sausage, onions, and peppers. 24 grams of protein per pouch. That's pretty awesome. So I think this is what we're going to eat for breakfast. I've already had my coffee, so I'm just going to eat this with a beautiful view. And honestly, I'm thinking about just spending like most of the day here. I don't really know where I'm staying tonight, but I can figure that out. I think I have a little bit of service. I've got 1 bar, so I think that's enough for me to open up like iOverlander and figure out where we're staying tonight. But yeah. Open package at tear notch, remove and discard oxygen absorber. Carefully add 1 1/4 cups of boiling water. Stir carefully and reseal. Wait 5 minutes, open package, stir and reseal. Let stand for an additional 4 minutes, stir and enjoy right from the pouch. All right, let's get started on this delicious gourmet meal. I forgot to actually fill up my water container, so we're using a gallon. Yeah, 1 1/4 cups. I'm just gonna add 2 cups to make up for the water that will be lost in the boiling process. Smells pretty good in there. Looks like Chex Mix. I feel like a spaceman. All right, I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. I mean, you can't really beat this view. Man, if you ask me, this is what life is about. Not to get metaphorical and whatnot, but if you ask me, this is what life is about. Eating space food with a view like this. I should have added some pepper to this. I can already tell this is about to taste bland. Cheers. Not half bad. Not half bad at all. It's a bit chewy, but it's good. People ask me a lot if I get lonely doing this kind of life. Because I'm always alone. And truthfully, being alone and being lonely are two different things. I feel like being alone is a situation. Being lonely is a mindset. And I do get lonely, but I feel like most times I'm good on my own. I feel like at the beginning of my journey, I felt lonely a lot more. That was because I didn't feel comfortable being on my own, which I think is a thing that most people would feel. I feel like a lot of people aren't comfortable being with themselves, like no phone, no internet, just by themselves with their own thoughts. That's a scary thing because it really makes you have to like address a lot of things about yourself and really ask yourself if you even like the kind of person you are, which I didn't always like the kind of person I am, but I wake up every day now and I try to become the person that I love a little bit more, you know? If that makes sense. But being able to be on your own and be content, it takes time, it takes practice. That being said, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't crave stability and community from time to time. I definitely do. And one day I'm gonna have to make some decisions that like make those things more tangible. But for now, I'm enjoying this life.
Is that a fact?
No, it is not.
Sounds like a fact.
Some good news. Everybody's food certified except for Ibra, who just needs to be renewed, and Richie, who actually has never done it because.
Richie.
Yes. Also, I filed with the CACP for a City of Chicago consultant.
Right.
We need them to approve all of our new business paperwork, and then they'll send a rep, and